Hi there, it's Sonia. I don't know where my client is, so I have some free time. I'm gonna do a little workout and I thought you guys might wanna do it too. I do tend to be a little conservative because I don't know everyone's issues. To kind of protect myself, I kind of just stay to what's safe and what's smarter, that we don't need to spend a ton of time working out, but if we do these things the right way, they make a huge difference. And a lot of times they're part of rehab or prehab. So whatever you're doing, you can also do this. All right, hands on your hip bones, fingers on your pubic bone. Inhale, tailbone goes down, and then exhale, abdominals engage and you tilt back. So we're just exploring the pelvis here. And this movement, you can see that my rib cage is lifted and this isn't moving, and I'm just moving here. I want this to be an abdominal exercise. So if I'm pushing from my legs, I don't really feel much here, that it should be inhale, tailbone down, exhale, ribs contract, and then inhale. So the point's not to arch a ton and not to curl a ton, because I think that actually gets people in their psoas. I like to cue here more, because that's more abdominals. Also think of pulling the abdominals in towards your midline, especially if you've had kids and you had any spreading of the muscles called diastasis. Inhale, exhale. So set your pelvis in that neutral place. You're not arched, you're not curled, your back's comfortable. Then you're going to bring your hands behind your head. Elbows are forward. Your intention is definitely to support the head. Inhale, rib cage lift. Exhale, rib cage drop down. Inhale, rib cage lift. And then exhale, rib cage drops down. And then one more. Keep the rib cage down. Inhale. Exhale, you're going to curl up. Don't lead with the head. Keep the head back an inch. Curl up through here. Hold your head. Take 3 breaths. Inhale, exhale. If you feel your neck, you're not supporting it enough. Also, this should not have tilted back. This should be in your neutral. If your back hurts, you might just need to tilt back a little bit. Inhale, and then exhale, come down. Now do an oblique. So inhale, exhale up and twist to one side. Inhale, exhale down. Inhale, other side. Inhale, hold. Exhale down. Inhale, same thing, oblique up and twist. Exhale, inhale, exhale. Yeah, delay the head, delay the elbow, and really think of this rib coming towards the hip. More range of motion is not better. You want better muscle stabilization. So now you're going to stay here. Actually, bring your head down and hands down. Ribs down. That's the goal here. So you might have a little arch, but to protect it, drop the ribs down, not just pull the pelvis back. You do use your arms a little to keep the shoulders back, and then bring one leg up. Inhale. Get out of the quads and let the thigh get heavy, and then the other leg comes up. So inhale. Exhale. Drop the ribs down without tensing the neck. So this is when a head pad might be important. So inhale. This is your goal to keep, and you reach one leg out. Inhale and come in, and then switch. So if you reach out and you arch, and then when you come in, you move your spine, all you're doing is shearing your muscles, which is not good. I want you stable. This is an abdominal exercise, and the weight of your leg is trying to challenge you to keep this. Your neck tensing is the same as your back arching, and it shouldn't happen. So you modify, you add props. Otherwise, you also engage your armpits by pushing into your hands. And then one more each side. And then exhale. Both legs in, inhale. Both legs out, but you push button here, reach out. Push button, and then come back in. Exhale. Inhale, ribs down here. So this, what I'm talking about, is the secret to flat abs that Pilates gets known for. What is Pilates? It's kind of just better alignment exercise, done with good form. But this stabilizes your back. So if you have back issues, this is a great little warm-up routine you should be doing. All right, Hands behind your head, elbows forward a little. Because when the elbows come out, see my chest stick out? Elbows in. Inhale, curl up, delay your head. Curl up, hold the rib cage back without moving the pelvis too much. You're gonna flex your feet. Inhale, exhale, keep the same knee bend, reach that heel down. If you can touch the floor, inhale up, and then switch. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Now I do an inhale to prepare, so if you're on opposite breaths, it's fine, but inhale to prepare, exhale down. Because when I exhale, that helps me stabilize. So the breath is kind of your backup stabilization. One more each side. And then start to switch and transition, which is a little harder on the abs as you stay curled up. And then do 2 more. And 1, both legs up, both legs down. And then both legs up. Exhale, see the shake? I think the shake is good. The shake is slow twitch muscles. The shake is connection. I don't feel like the shake is, I'm so fatigued, I'm about to drop it. Fatigue, it's definitely that slow, deep burn that I think is so important for a rehab, prehab. And do 1 more. Good. And then coming in and then knees to the chest. All right, side legs. Yes, I go to these all the time. Be in a straight line, lift your bottom rib. Shoulders down, this arm can use the armpit to stay here. Now, you can see how my toe is down, but really I just want the thigh in. Flexed ankle and curled toes. Reach out, lift the leg up, and inhale. So if you lift up and this shortens, you're using it. I want right here to contract. Turn that thigh in, push back a little, and then lift up. But meanwhile, the torso doesn't move. People don't use their butt, and so they arch, and they don't feel their butt. You could always do this with a wall right behind you and push into it and lift up and come down. Now when you curl your toes, you dome your arch, which then translate better all throughout the soft tissue domes throughout the body of your knee, pelvic floor, diaphragm, throat, brain. You're gonna do 8. I'm not counting very well because I'm talking. Then do little circles, pushing back using your butt, and then inhale. And then exhale. Now most people dominate through their quads. That's why I want you to turn here. I want you to come as much in front of your body as you do behind your body. And actually, behind the body, you use your butt. So I would rather less in front and more back. But you can't do too much because I don't want your back to arch. Also, if you're here, you can be here, shoulder down engaged. I don't keep most people here. I could keep them here and they actually get it better. And then you're gonna reverse and do the other circle. So keep going, but I'm gonna turn to the side and show you. I want you back around. Inhale and exhale. Most people go here and they turn out, and you can probably see my muscles bulge. And then here, it's harder. But this mimics walking. This mimics life. We shouldn't be working out, living life. Working out should support life, so then you don't undo and kind of bite yourself in the butt later. All right, side bends. You're gonna push into your bottom hand, lift your head and your feet. It's an oblique exercise, and then inhale down. Exhale up, inhale. So if you're someone who has back pain, what I do is I put 1 finger on the front and 1 finger in the back. And I should feel here more than the back, because you have a muscle called your QL, your quadratus lumborum, that tends to overpower the abdominals, and it's a back muscle. This should be abs. So if you are too much in your back, you would just quarter turn towards the ceiling more and lift up to contract here. And 2 more. My neck was hurting, so I just put the bottom arm underneath it. Good. Bend your knees in and then twist back. Inhale and exhale. Twist back forward. Okay, flip to the other side. All right, hip stacked. I use my bottom foot to balance. Bottom rib cage is lifted a little. Heel up, toe down, and then leg back a little. And then inhale to lower down and then exhale up. Now, we all have a weak side. My butt on the left doesn't always work as well. I know this, so what I'm doing is I'm trying to tip my hip forward, trying to find my glute, but I don't want that. I want to try to turn my thigh in, reach out. I'm always amazed with how many, curl the toes under, flexed ankle. I'm always amazed at how many ways there are to compensate that. I just find traditional working out has good intentions, but it's not realistically where most of our bodies are. And maybe it's with who I see that most of the people who come to me need more than just your general workout. And we need to kind of just be more aware of our body. And then do a circle, heel up, toe down. Yeah. So notice as I go around this, I started to want to arch my back to keep my abs tight as I go back around. And this tempo is on purpose. I could go flailing around fast. That's fast twitch. I want to keep it nice and slow, and then circling around. And then you're going to reverse. So it's 8 of these. Again, I'm a pretty bad counter, but I don't care. Yep, I'm feeling the burn here. If you don't feel it, keep going, and then eventually it should burn. So important. If you have bad balance, if you have heart things and you can't do things upright because you get high blood pressure or high heart rate, do it lying down. This is very strenuous, but not hard. Like it's hard, but not like heart hard. It's muscularly hard. Okay, side bend. So this palm is down if your shoulder hurts, arms in front, otherwise here. And you're gonna side bend up and then inhale down and then exhale. So I'm just kind of checking here, the side, my obliques working a little better. And if your neck hurts, how much are you leading with your neck? Can you delay it and then come up through here? Inhale and then exhale. Good, and then we'll do 2 more. So you're doing about 8 to 10 of these, shoulder down, working the armpit. Inhale and exhale, 1 more. Bend the knees, bend the arm, and then come and twist back. Inhale. And then exhale, twist back forward. All right, bridges. So, because most of us live in this tilt back position, I rarely cue rolls. I want lifts. So, rib cage down, pelvis neutral, lift the hips up, and then the chest lifts. I crease from the hips and my tailbone comes down before the lower back. My knees are parallel, they're not going out. Think inner thigh, or if you need a ball between the inner thighs. Because we all live turned out. A lot of us live tilt back, and so this is a way to kind of undo what you do all day. When you turn out and you tuck, you use this muscle called the piriformis that goes over your sciatic nerve. Not a butt muscle, just a leg rotator. So here, there's a difference of lifting up from the butt. A lot of people squeeze their butt. I don't like that. Release the glute and then use the glutes to lift up. When you squeeze the glutes, I feel like you get the middle butt, but when you lift from the butt and use your glute muscles and then they release, you start to feel the side butt a little bit more. It's kind of said like the smile of the butt. And that's where most people kind of want is here, and that's kind of what I'm working with is the areas that people want to work. Now, if this feels easy, do 1 leg. My hips stay level, lift up, and inhale and down. And then exhale. Good, and then do 2 more. So remember, I was saying how I don't use my left butt. I pretty much just feel this in my hamstring and my calf. So I'm trying to keep that knee in towards my midline and lift up for my butt. And if I have to do a smaller range to get the right muscle, I'm willing, because then down the line, I don't have to undo patterns. And then I'm gonna switch. Inhale and exhale. And then inhale, yeah. This is just so much easier. I feel it the right way. So I know, mentally I know how to do it, but physically, my body's just not there. So what I might do is a couple on the right, couple on the left, do as many correct on the left as I can, maybe come back to it. Because again, what you reinforce builds. So if you keep reinforcing the wrong muscles, the wrong muscles are gonna work. Do one more. Good. Then lift both up again. Stay here. So notice how my heels are under my knees. If you're out here, might be better for your knee if you have knee issues, but then it makes me Charlie horse in my hamstrings more. So I like it here. Then I'm in my bones more. And then I feel a lot more in my glutes. And if you want to roll down on that last one to finish, then you can. Okay, so I'm going to spin around. This is a smooth surface. Hi, Joanne. All right, so hands are behind your head. You could do this on the floor. You could do this you could do it on a yoga mat, but we are so much in our hip flexors that when you lift your leg, you get in your hip flexors. So I like smooth surfaces. So you're gonna inhale, slide that leg out, but I'm trying to keep my abdominals engaged here. Exhale, drag that leg in, and then switch. So if you have back pain, how much do your hips shift? And you might have to curl up and kind of look up. When I switch legs, what's my stability? Exhale, the stomach should come down. Inhale, the belly should release. To exhale. So the more you contract and release, the deeper your contraction will be. Now, you are going to curl up and start to switch and transition. Now, you could just make this be an ab exercise, or you could try to contract here, try to move your legs from your abdominals. Technically, you are using your legs, but I want you to choose different. And see, I'm starting to shake a little. 4 more. And 3. And 2. And then 1. Bend both legs in, keep your head down. Keep the ribs down. Slide the legs out. Exhale, drag them back in without your back moving. If your socks come off of your heels like that, they'll slide back on, or just keep them like this. If you only have carpet, you can maybe get paper plates or something. Exhale, inhale. Now, how well you keep your pelvis still when you do this is a huge indicator for me on your life and stability as far as pain goes. I'm not talking about like mental, emotional. I don't want to go there. So now you're going to curl up, hold it up, get out of your neck. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now if you, as you come out, you arch your back and then you come in, that's the exact opposite of stabilization. That's you getting in your back more. So less is moving. Technically, it should be easy, but it's not easy. If it's too easy, you're probably not doing it right. Go back to one leg at a time and twist towards that knee. Inhale, and then exhale and switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. Inhale, exhale, switch. And then do one more each side. Good. All right, center and then come down. So you can grab a band if you need to, and you would put the band like a belt, something stiff, not necessarily a stretch band, and you're gonna bring the leg up. And you can straighten the other leg out. You can't see this foot, but that foot down there, it's flexed. That's what this foot's doing. And then I'm gonna point. And then I'm gonna flex. So all I'm doing is changing the soft tissue. That's the fascia. That's the hydration that we're trying to get improved. People are way too tight, and they think strength is tight, and that's not what I'm going for. I'm going for strength and suppleness. Cross the leg over the midline. So my hips are even. I'm crossing it over. I'm hand over because otherwise I'd be in my hip flexor. So I am using this armpit to hold it and then gently flexing and pointing. This is this IT band here. You can massage it too if you want. You might feel how it changes as you point and flex. All right. Switch legs. Yep. So this is a harder leg to, yep, and then flex. Inhale and point, yeah. So I can barely hold on, so if you have, not a lot of flexibility, I'd rather your legs straight and you hold a band. Because if you're bent like here, you're just gonna get a different muscle. And it can be good, but it also, straight leg is good to do too. Yep, gives you 3 hamstrings. Some are straight, some are bent. You want to kind of work that straight one and then cross it over the midline, keeping the hip down. Easy does it on this, and then point and flex. Inhale and flex, exhale, point. And then 2 more. Good. And then do 1 more time. All right. You can hug that knee in. Switch, hug the other knee in. Good. So if your back is uneven from each other, like you naturally have one arch in one side of the back more than the other, this is a good exercise to correct that. My right back tilts back more, so with the legs straight, I'm making it arch more, and that's making this left one tilt back. Because when I get like sciatic nerve pain on my right side, it's because my pelvis is uneven from each other. All right, well, that's what I'm gonna end with for today. Hope this makes sense. Let me know if you have any questions. All right, bye.